Ladies, gentlemen, geeks of all ages, you are now entering BJ Shea's Geek Nation. Welcome.
So Dice Tower West, this is where we are. And of course, this is the first time they're doing a West Coast edition of their big board game convention, which is pretty cool. Normally they have one every July 4th holiday on the East Coast. Nice that they come out west so us folks here, like from Seattle, don't have to travel too far.
And I know everyone's super excited because they just opened another part of the convention.
Oh, where you can buy things. What? Holy cow. Look who's that. Stephen Buonocore is here? I can't believe it. This is a fledgling company headed by a gentleman that doesn't know anything about board games, and I don't even want to highlight, because when we tell you about what people do good for the industry, what have you done lately for the industry? What's up, brother? What are you doing, man? All seriousness aside, because we're not going to get serious about it, but I mean, you guys have put out some really, really fun games that Josh and I have spent way too much money on.
Good. Well, I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody out there. This is our big, con release, I guess.
Whoa, what do we got?
We picked up the license for Ganz schön clever, which is, in English, that's pretty clever. This was nominated for the Kenner Spiel des Jahres last year. It's by very, very famous now designer Wolfgang Warsch. He was nominated, the first person ever to be nominated 3 times in the same year for a Spiel des Jahres and or Kenner Spiel des Jahres award. And he won for Quackensaber, which is the Quacks of Quedlinburg. But this is an amazing roll and write game. We've not only picked this up, but we picked up the sequel to this, which is going to be coming out in a couple of months, called Twice as Clever, or Doppelt so Clever, plus another one of his called Bricks, again a roll and write, and another one called, I'm getting a picture taken, I think. Yeah, and another one called Dizzle by a different designer. So we have this roll and write series in this style box with Schmidt-Spiel, a new partner of ours, which is a huge company, by the way. I didn't realize how big these guys were. They're almost the size of Ravensburger, which is like the Hasbro of Germany. Very big company, great partners, great to work with these guys.
Every time I talk to you, there's another company that you said, you know what, we're going to bring him into the family and make things right.
We're going to make it happen. Hey, part of the family now. Hey.
We're all family here. Here's your breadstick.
You do a better Italian impersonation than I do.
Well, I kind of grew up with some people.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, listen, man, anything else you want to tell us about? Because, I mean, you got so many great games in the Stronghold family, indie board games.
Stuff that's not even out yet. We have Astro Drive. It's a small game where you're basically flying spaceships trying to get over the finish line first. Spaceships maneuvering through asteroid fields and things like that. Very small, quick, 30-minute. I think we have it here as like a 30-minute game.
I feel like I might want to get that, Josh.
Right here, we're demoing all these things, and they're all brand new. Some games not even out yet. Fine Sand by Freedom and Freeze releases, I think, next week. We have it here. This is a deck deconstruction game, so you're getting rid of cards as you create sand castles on the beach. And it's in our Fabled Fruit. It's a Fable game, so the game system will change over time. The more you play it, the difference is that different things are going to happen within the game. So that's this thing with our Fable games that we bring out. And that's Fine Sand by Freedom and Freeze and Stronghold Games.
Stephen, thank you so much for always spending time with us, as well as for putting out some great games. This is, and he really is one of the shining lights of our business, which has made board games so much fun. He really is. I mean, you know, you've always done great stuff.
You've
been a great champion of the industry, seriously. And it's the kind of quality you guys put out that make board gaming so much fun. And if you don't know a lot about it, I mean, board games have really elevated themselves since way back in the day when we're rolling Yahtzee dice, because of what you guys do, and you make them just, the components are great. Yeah, there's a lot of great care and thought put into the design,
a lot of passion that we all bring as publishers to this industry. And
forget about them. Well, what have they done?
We all do, and hopefully we have big hits like Terraforming Mars. Of course, is the flagship now for the company.
That's a good game.
It's just killing it, and it just continues to selling more and more and more, which very few games do that. You usually get the spike, and then it's like this. Terraforming Mars, I can't keep it in stock, because now more people, even that are just barely getting into games, are finding out about it. I've heard just now that a major company that's tangentially in this industry, they're like R&D people.
Okay.
They play Terraforming Mars like all the time when they're like off. So I don't want to mention any other names.
So, yeah, and Terraforming Mars is a great game. One of those games, too, where they put out expansions. And a lot of times when expansions come out, you go, well, I mean, they're okay, but what do they do for the game? The expansions for Terraforming Mars, you go, you know what? How will I ever play this game without these?
I know people say that about the Prelude expansion because it really just jump-starts the whole economy of the game, and it makes the game just that much easier to get into. The Hellas and Elysium expansion, double-sided game board, just changes up all the strategies. We just put out colonies. Now you go to the outer solar system to do some trading and some mining. So
yeah, colonies, by the way, you will not want to play without it forever, ever again. It's another great addition.
Yeah. So yeah, it's doing great for us. We'll have more stuff coming up very soon, and we just soft announced Turmoil. That'll be the 5th expansion, and it's coming to Kickstarter in May.
If you really want to go to a super board game convention that's really all about board gaming and tons of places that you know you can play, great games you can buy and see featured here maybe before they're even hitting the store like Steven talked about, Dice Tower has another convention in Orlando, July of this year. So you might want to plan for that, July 4th holiday. That's pretty cool. You want more info, just search Dice Tower, and they'll have all sorts of stuff up there for you.